What it is, good people, it's your man BlastoffBe. This is the Not Up for Debate podcast. This is, season 2, episode 1.
This is the Not Up for Debate NUFD podcast. I am your host, BlastoffBe.
So some changes. We've made a couple changes. It's not just me no more, right? I can't hold this down by myself. It's too much for my shoulders. It's too big. It's about to be something global. It's about to be crazy, bro. So it's not just me. It's BlastoffBe, but I also have my man. This is like 20 years or so.
Yeah, something
this
like
is
that.
Migz, man.
Yeah,
Migz, say
man.
what's up to the people.
Me and my people go way back. He hit me up, was like, yo, I'm doing this podcast. Me and you got a great rise. Take it back to the old days. How all we used to do was debate anyway. Before we used to do podcasting before there was podcasting.
Exactly.
So it was natural. Hit me up. I was like, yeah, I slide through. Let's do the damn thing.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
You already know.
So there's some things I want to talk about. Like we used to always do. We used to like he said, we always used to debate, right? So we talked about this. I think maybe. It was back in the day, right? So we was talking about the greatest producers of all time, right? So greatest producers, or greatest hip hop producers. Well, let me be a little bit more specific. Greatest hip hop producers of all time. We without numbering them, right? We got what? Dre. Got to mention Dre. Neptunes, I would have to say. Ye. Who else you want to like? Where we at?
He sent me the topics for the show. So he sent me the list, right? So just off the rip, I have this shirt on because I think somebody was admitted off the rip. So I think even if we're gonna do that era, he named some people. He ain't named the RZA in the list he gave me. He ain't named Premier. People like that. Q-Tip. There's people that have these Pete Rock. There's people that have these resumes that this debate is tough, but his list and mine might differ a little bit. Some of the people he got, I think, are more names than if you look at the entire body of work. But I can't say I disagree too much with his list, but I think there's a couple of omissions. And I also think that there's some artists in the last, let's say, because we got to remember something. This debate started I call it the golden era. We talking about pre-2000.
Yeah.
So we reviewing it now. So with that being said, I think that there's artists now that are considered some of the GOATs, and their body of work is too long, and they have some producers that have worked with them for way too many years, not to be on this list. He sent me the list. There was no one that I could say was from the newer generation.
Yeah,
from our time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll wait to name some people. No. With that.
No, but I'm all right with you saying that. Premier wasn't on the list. So my list wasn't. It was just like a starting. You know what I mean? It's a start. Okay. It's a jumping off point, right?
Okay.
So. Premier is always going to be there for me. For me, Premier is always going to be there for just his body of work, just the shit that he did with Guru by itself.
I don't want to cut you off, but I almost forgot, which is probably more than the first two I named in my mind, Manny Fresh, and then you can keep going.
You can keep that one.
We could debate that.
You can keep that.
You listen.
No. I'm not disrespecting his work. I'm not. All I'm saying is, when I'm going top. All right, you want to do top 5, top 10? You want to go top 5, top 10?
We don't even gotta list them, yo. We'll get you.
No, I want to say no particular order, particular order. But you want to do top 5 or top 10?
Let's do 10.
All right, so we're gonna do top 10. All right, even with top 10, I don't think Manny Fresh would be in mine.
Okay.
I can't. His Cash Money run, his stuff outside of Cash Money, I got you. But for me, just not for me. Like. I give you Tip. Tip, I didn't mention in our chat, right? In our text. Tip, I have to put on there. Just Tip, I put on there not only for Tribe stuff that he did, but for Nas, for Illmatic.
And that's what I mean.
I have to put Tip in there strictly for Illmatic. So again, it was a jumping off point. It wasn't, this is my top 5. It wasn't that.
And I'm gonna tell you someone, specifically one person you named in it, which he has been great at doing that. And I'm not gonna take away from his talent as far as because he started being that type of producer. But Kanye, his run, which is to me the top of his run was Good Music Fridays. That's when he was at the top of his game musically to me.
Yeah.
He brought in the RZA. He brought in Q-Tip. He brought in Pete Rock. So he kind of started doing what Diddy did as far as that. So
what Dre did.
And
that guy. What Tim did.
Yeah, but there's some guys that I don't know if they do that. They just do it.
Dre and Tim use the same ghost producers.
Okay.
Like, cause we don't got Piano Man in there. We ain't got
Scotty.
We ain't got Scotty in there. So all right, look. So my bad. We want this. The way this works is it's real organic. We starting off with this is what the topic is, right? So I wasn't ignoring anybody. We this is the jumping off point of how we're starting this topic. But without further ado, since we going back in the day and we bringing in people that we've been knowing for 20 plus years, let me introduce to some, reintroduce to others. Low fam. These is legit like they're family. Yeah. So they like I can't give them enough accolades because when I was back doing what I was doing with my group that was rapping, like, you got to have somebody with you that you kind of iron sharpens iron. That's what they say, right? Iron sharpens iron. So somebody that you can lyrically put your shit against and be like, yo, listen to this. How about this? What this sound like? So every time I heard something from them, I was like, yo, I gotta come with it. I gotta do something better. I got no disrespect, but I was just like, yo, I gotta come with something better because the shit that I'm doing is corny. Like, so they made me a better lyricist. And to be honest, like I worked on a project with y'all and I appreciate that. I wish I was still doing it. But for those of us who are no longer in the business, I got some gentlemen who decided to take it back to where it all started. And look, let them know, tell them what, y'all got a new project out and introduce yourselves, let them know what your socials is and all of that before we get into this topic with somebody got a silent day stuff. But before we get into the topic with the producers, let them know everything about you.
First and being
yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. Yeah, do that. Take that.
Yes, sir. It's the Low Fan, Tank Low, Rob Low, I'm Mill Low, producer for the group. Right now, album out called The Pinnacle on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud, whatever you look up is there. So that's, check it out, support it, and that's what it is, man.
That was real modest. Don't just go check it out. Like when you listen to it, digest it, repost it, listen to it again, and post it again.
There you go.
So,
all that.
Yeah, all that. So you good? Rob, you good?
Yeah, I'm straight. Bro.
I see. He's sitting there. He got the shades on. He blocking everything. Tank, man, what's going on with you? Like, so we talking about top producers.
Top producers. Y'all
top producers. I saw you nod in your head when he said Manny. Not in my top 10.
Okay. Do you guys remember Beats by the Pound?
Of course.
All right. So they in your top 5 or your top 10?
Neither.
Why?
Neither. Not mine.
How are you gonna skip?
The run not long enough.
They run not long enough.
Not for me. I sent him a list. My list.
Mia X, Fiend, Master P.
I hear you.
They run wasn't long enough. Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Their run was a decade.
Like
it's a decade, bro.
This is why even though to me with Manny Fresh, like these dudes, like the amount of music that they produce, like you could say it's not body of work and length. But as far as how much they've done during that era, and to be able to come out like a fucking machine, one label.
Okay.
What about Havoc?
I got.
I was naming him.
Oh, I didn't even. That's on me. I didn't say Havoc, and I was about to say Havoc. But again, like I said, my joint was a jumping off point. I only mentioned 5, right? In our text.
These dudes, they real good.
But that's why you're here, right? So it's not just it's not. Although I may have the last say, it's not just my say. You know what I mean? Because y'all might mention somebody that I didn't think of, and to be honest with you, when I'm looking at the list, Havoc never even came. And he should have.
And you want to know how much I have in my list? That was the one person that in my mind, because I was ready to bring up Havoc.
Right.
I even had the songs in my head ready to shoot them off. Like
I agree.
People don't know Havoc produced.
But do you know the funny thing?
Crazy. So he got some credits.
You can't see how he produced the mob joints.
Yeah.
But he produced Wild.
He produced Wild. People don't know that. Jadakiss joint, he produced Wild. Like he
definitely did
He
that.
produced classics before that, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
He was a classic producer before he was a classic artist, really.
So let me ask you this.
He was producing.
I'm gonna put this out to all y'all because I send it to you in a text, right? They don't know yet. And when we talk about top producers, this is a name that I don't think gets enough respect, personally. Is Swizz Beatz a top producer, top 10 producer in hip hop?
I'm gonna say yes, right? Because he moved the culture forward. He definitely moved the culture forward.
You gotta understand it's era oriented, like it's eras.
So go ahead, let's go ahead.
Production.
I think he definitely is. He stood the test
He's
of
top 10
time.
in
Absolutely.
a certain era, but you know, in another era, he might drop out the top 10.
I can't say that.
He got 3 number ones for Beyonce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
Like,
got 3 number ones
for Beyonce.
For Beyonce.
Absolutely.
Well, if that's the case,
So that's
we
what
talking about hip hop or we talking R&B?
I'm just, I got you.
Because then we get to
You're right. All right. I did say, no, you're right. We talking about hip hop. You're right.
You're talking about production and you're talking about hits. Then where you gonna put, let's say, a hit maker? You know what I'm saying? Where you gonna put somebody like
again, for me, that's
he got nothing but hits.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So
You know,
if
and
we're talking
it was-
about
it was-
somebody that put out nothing but hits, then it can be in the top 10. It's an era, like I said, it's an era thing.
Hitmaker top 10. Hitmaker top 10 in 2000s. Okay.
He got enough hits.
Hitmaker in top 10 2000s, but his run before 2000s is a different person.
Nah, but that's right. But we talking
His run before that as a different person.
All time.
We talking about.
We talking about
suspect shit. So go ahead. No, what you gonna say? Go ahead, cause
I'm gonna give you the disclaimer.
But you know he's a producer, so I gotta hear what he gotta say.
I'm gonna give you the
I
disclaimer
gotta hear what he
first.
gotta say. Go ahead.
Okay,
No. I want to hear this. Go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
I'm from the BX, so this even I'm biased towards Swizz. But when he hit me with the list, that was the first person I was coming from.
Okay.
This is the reason why. We talking about hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You talk about longevity, this and that. I fuck with Swizz, but he just released a project with DMX.
He did.
They released a project with the Locks. Them shits hurt my heart, especially the Locks one. Sonically, it's not that good. His name's behind it. So we talking about all time, and recently this is what you doing? I don't know how much, and I fuck with Swizz. They created the whole sound. A lot of these guys did.
I gotta disagree.
No, this DMX album is not trash, but it's not what I expected.
But it's DMX, and he catered to DMX. You gotta understand, he catered to DMX. So what you looking for is not what you're gonna get in this era.
It's a balance to it because there's certain guys, and I'm not, and this is why I fuck with new and old. And the thing about it is there's certain guys, that's why they're the GOATs. That's why my list is, I'm so hard on people because there's certain guys though that still could come out and their sound still sounds relevant. They still sound relevant. He'll work with somebody and it sounds better. And this is what I mean. Swizz does something with Drake recent, or he did something with Travis. One of my favorite Travis Scott joints is crazy.
Yeah.
He took it to that, so I know he can do that. So when you say that, I'm gonna ask you because you're the producer. You're producing. I thought as a team, don't you kind of try to also got to guide the artist to like tell them like, yo, this is, you know, this may not be it. Like that's his man, and I figure them dudes are close enough where I think Swizz could tell X. I would hope, yo, this ain't it.
But as a producer, I would say this: some artists, like let's just say, for us, they trust me, and they like he say it's good. But let's just say you're working with a different artist. They'll tell you, I want to sound like this. You might be like, I don't really think that's my best stuff I can offer you, but to them, it's perfect. And as a producer, you have to adhere to certain things that they're going by. So I'm saying I look at it from both parts of the spectrum, not just here's my hottest stuff, make it work, but oh, this was my hottest stuff that don't work for you. You want that? And I'm like, that's not really my best stuff, but they love it. What are you going to do?
Like how you have a song with DMX, Nas,
oh my God, I couldn't wait. I could not wait for this. Yo, that shit was not even okay. DMX shit was garbage.
I mean, I can only go by
that shit was garbage. That DMX verse was garbage. I'm sorry, that shit was garbage.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, that shit was garbage.
The same thing when I listened to it the first time.
I listened to it 15 times.
I listened to it a couple times.
That fucking verse is garbage.
His verse. If you listen to his verse is not garbage. It's the way he delivered his verses, which was garbage. We judging him on the fact that he on the track with Nas and Hov.
But I'm not even
That's
just
it.
I'm talking
That
about
shit
just
was
the
hard.
beat.
No, I know you
I ain't even
want.
talking
I know you
about
want.
that.
You want to
Because I
produce
would
it.
never.
You want your producer.
Come on, like you talking
that shit. I'm sorry, you mentioned it. That shit was
to me is
hard.
comparing. That to me is comparing
coming in
putting them
and
next to
watching
Hov
the
and Nas. That's if you want to put in. Let me see, Reggie Miller compared to LeBron and Kobe. Like it's different levels. Or Jordan, like it's different levels. It's different levels. Like these things I fuck with X. But lyrically, we talking about there's only one other guy can fuck with
on
them.
the track with them and a sober X going on the track with them. That's two different X's.
But X
I
was
feel you
never
on
like
that.
a supreme lyricist.
I will say.
And not fuck with that.
I think no.
That's what makes
we
Swiss
love-
so great.
But we love X off the energy. We didn't love X because he
And
was
mind
a
you,
supreme
and mind
lyricist.
you,
But he didn't bring
But
that,
X,
that track.
yeah.
And mind you,
he used to be able to hold his
X
own
could
no
have
matter
a
what.
style. X could have a style.
But
But
that
yo,
shit was garbage. I don't even know how we
Swiss
got.
changed
It
shit
was about
musically.
producing,
And there's
but-
a lot of music that still sounds like beats that Swiss created. And at that time, X was current.
On the Casio.
Right? So that's what I'm
On
saying.
the
I
fucking
can't give
Casio.
the excuse.
Hold on. I'm gonna
I'm
take you to the great. I'm gonna bring up a story. I'm gonna bring up a story real quick, right? So, I used to work with these guys, right? We used to all work in the same place, right? So check it out. They left. They went on vacation, right? They go down Greek or Freaknik, one of them Jones, right? So you know the time we talking about. They come back. They talking about this joint. They talking about this crazy fucking song. They're like, yo, this beat crazy. And they talking about, what was it?
It was Jigga.
It was.
We went
it
to
was
Atlanta.
Yeah, they came back, and this before the internet shit. So we ain't had like, the DJs had all of this shit early. So they get down there, they able to listen to that shit, right? So y'all was in Atlanta. So they came back telling me about what was it, Jigga, right? Jigga, my nigga.
That shit was crazy.
Yo.
First time I heard it down there.
Yo, that
Was an
Swiss
ATL.
shit though.
Like, that shit sounded good. I'm not questioning
That shit.
But I give you an example. Somebody you brought up.
No, but that shit was
If Manny
so
Fresh,
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't want to hear about he had X, and I'm gonna just keep it. Last time I bring this up, that argument
not being
actually
last
helps.
time. Say whatever the
No, because
fuck
I don't want
you
to keep
want.
going on the same thing.
Yeah.
If that argument, then it helps our argument about Beats by the Pound and Swiss. I mean, not Swiss and
And
Manny.
Manny.
If you're saying that Swiss shit ain't that hot because he had DMX at this point who's not that good, what is some of the shit that Beats by the Pound, let's be real, and Manny Fresh, dudes that were what at rapping skills wise.
Wait,
and he made classic shit
let me
behind
stop
it.
you.
So
Let me
they
stop
were,
you.
right?
Can I
If we're
stop
gonna
you?
use that excuse.
I have to. Let me say this.
Manny
right?
made hot
Manny
shit.
had
Let me say this about Beats by the
Classic.
Pound. You talking about lyrically? Like, did they bring the beats out?
No. I
I'm
see what you're saying,
They had some
'cause
artists
Swiss
that weren't
had
that
X.
good.
He's saying
and
that
they
they
made
had-
them
X
like they
wasn't
elevated
lyrical.
people.
Yeah.
Right?
Because they had
Okay,
whack.
that's what I'm saying.
They had whack.
They ain't had
guys
like the greatest
Silk
rappers of all
Shaka.
time. That's what I'm saying. They ain't
Still
had.
making them
They didn't have Nas
I
and
didn't.
Jay.
Well, hold on. Let me disclaimer. So I ain't call you whack.
I think it was whack.
I didn't say you was whack. I mean,
Everybody-
you are. I didn't
everybody
say that.
entitled
I
to
mean,
their
you are
own
whack.
opinion.
But
That's my
he said
opinion.
it, not me.
That's my
I mean,
opinion.
no, it's my opinion
But
too.
he
I ain't
learned
say
to
it.
rhyme.
First.
He wasn't a rapper, so we all know that.
Nah, that
he
nigga's
learned
garbage.
to rhyme.
He did
But
no
to me,
kind of.
I'm just going to his point that
He
he
kinda
made
learned to rhyme.
something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I'm just fucking with
Like,
you. I mean,
like everybody
listen.
else didn't have Nas and Jay to make great music, and they still
Right.
did. So I don't want to hear that about Swiss
Absolutely.
now, because you could say that, but Swiss also has access to Jay-Z, Beyonce, all the best ever. Where's the music?
Yeah.
When you do your competition,
But he has
hold
access
up,
to them because he's as
hold
good
up.
as he
When
is.
he dropped his
He's as
project,
good as-
hold
the
up.
only reason
When
why he
dropped
has
the full
access is
service
because he-
project- all right, but when he dropped his project, right, right, he had some alright shit on it, but it ain't a joint we thinking about, yo, Swiss project, even beats wise, even sonically, fuck the rap shit, like, and I fuck, you know what, let me stop, because it sounds like I don't fuck with it.
X
I
is
fuck with
diminished.
it.
But like
X is
like any
diminished
producer,
on that
he also had beats that was out there that was ass.
Yeah, true. Absolutely.
Once in a while, you have some great
that
trash
full.
shit.
That
You
he
right.
talking about that full.
But you know what I
You
can't
brought
get
up
over?
the project. You brought
You know
up
what
the
I
full
can't
service
get over?
project.
I'm gonna keep it real while I'm being like this. That Locks project hurt my fucking heart.
Which
and I'm
one?
not gonna the last
The
one.
last one. It actually came out this year.
The way they hyped it, because I'm gonna say this, as far as that's another debate. He knows how I feel about the Locks as a group. But for us to
I
wait
feel the
this
same
long, I couldn't even get like 2 bangers. Like
but
2
how can you
out of
say-
12.
How can you say that the first song wasn't a banger? What else do you need
With
to know?
the shit with
That was a cooker. And
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
They had-
I'll make
It was
myself
alright.
write those songs.
It
And
was
I stopped
alright.
doing
It was
that.
alright.
See, 'cause
It
we
was
do
alright.
this. Tell me you
I
do
feel
this.
you. It was alright.
Tell me you don't do this.
it wasn't a We Are the Streets album. We can't.
But I don't want that. I know you gotta change. I don't want We Are the Streets.
What you
But you know what? I appreciate that you fucking.
If I could
bring the
I'm gonna leave it out there. I'm gonna
You
leave it
about
out
to bring
there.
shit back up in my head. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it out there.
They all
And
grow with
if it goes that way, it's not. I take no responsibility. To me,
all responsibility.
the locks is the great. All right, I'm gonna tell you what.
All
To me,
responsibility
and this is gonna
on
start a whole debate, but I don't care. The locks to me, personally to me, that's my favorite group. To me, it's the best group of all time. To me, I don't care what anybody else says. So if you base it off of that, right?
But
who I think is the two best in the game that's still currently living? To me, the best of all time is B.I.G.
Tribe Called Quest is the best of all
NAS
time, but
and it's Hove, right? So I went from the locks. I want a 444, or I want the shit that Nas just dropped. If they can do that, like that's my
Listen,
critique.
I agree 100%.
That's what I want. And them songs, you know what I do with them songs?
no,
I
but
listen to
that
them.
type like that.
Listen to what I'm
so
saying.
not that album. I get what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
like you gotta find
so
that
you gotta
vibe
give
as
me
an older
something.
artist. You gotta find that
I feel you.
that still
I feel
connects
you.
with us. That doesn't
What was,
sound
the,
dated.
what was the Nas album when he had the Khalees dress, the Khalees wedding dress?
That was
My life,
good.
Life is good.
yeah,
is
Life
good.
is
Life
good.
is
That
good.
album was
No,
crazy.
but listen,
I love that album.
I only brought up Nas recently because he just did the shit with Hit Boy.
Listen, though.
Which
No, that
Hit
shit was
Boy-
crazy. That shit was
Talking
crazy.
about new producers, Hit Boy.
Right, Hit Boy is not on my list, but
I agree with him.
The
because
argument could be
this
there.
is the argument he's making, and I agree with you because like this. Nas is in a different place today than he was at Illmatic. Yet Hit Boy still took where he is right now
And was
then
able to
catered
make
a classic joint.
Cater to it.
And you know the thing about them.
That's a producer though.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
producer caters to where you
Where
are
you
mentally.
are, forget what you were before. What
Yeah.
you doing right
What
now?
you doing right
Alright,
now?
I got
That's what a
something for
producer
you.
does.
And he made
And
it
that's
great
my
rap.
knock with people at the lot. This is what I tell people with rap. I don't want to hear you old, right? I don't want to hear that shit you old. Because it's not sports. It ain't basketball. It ain't like you use your physical ability. You're supposed to gain knowledge.
Right.
You're supposed to be able to flip shit on a different level.
Right.
And some guys who I think are the best, they do that shit. And that's why they the best of all time. So even to me, even anybody, production-wise, you have to be able, I don't want it to sound the same, but you have to evolve.
So
if
you-
you don't evolve, then you're not, I can't put you there
So
like
let me
that.
ask you a
You're not
question.
going
You
to
from the
do it.
BX,
And the half
right?
the
So you
dude
like
is
Fat
a
Joe?
different thing.
Yeah, I like Fat Joe.
All right. So do you like the song that they just put out with the Rihanna sample on it?
Honestly, I don't really listen to Fat Joe. I didn't hear that song. I'm gonna keep it
tripping.
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Tripping.
He ain't hear it, though.
But once you hear
Fat
it,
Joe shit is-
like,
it's fire.
all right,
It's fire.
That joint fire.
It's
bro.
fire.
It's a summertime
It's fire.
anthem.
It definitely is.
I mean,
That's
Joe's
what's
good
up.
for that. Joe gonna drop one.
Joe,
every
he gonna-
couple
yeah,
years.
yeah,
He's like
yeah,
Snoop with that
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Them dudes, they can't do the whole bop project
Oh,
anymore.
remember the Snoop
But they
Drake-
drop a
remember-
joint.
remember-
That's another. And I
No,
have
no,
the
no, no,
argument
no.
too.
Hold on,
Snoop
hold on.
does it.
Remember
Fat Joe does
remember
it.
you told me Snoop was, you told me Drake was the Snoop of this era?
No, it wasn't that.
That's what you said,
Wiz
nigga.
Khalifa.
Nigga,
It
you
was
said-
Wiz Khalifa.
nigga, you
It
said-
was Wiz Khalifa.
All right.
It was not Snoop.
All right.
And you want me to tell you why? Because this is why, and why I put Wiz Khalifa.
We had a
and why I
whole
think
argument
Snoop.
about
It was
this
not. It couldn't.
This is a whole debate.
You know what? You might be right. Because when we had this debate, at one point, I'm going to keep it real. When Drake first came out, I ain't fuck with him at all. Trash. So he probably was talking during that era. But now, and this is what I do, and that's why I'm fair. Even if I don't fucking like it, I can't take nothing away from that man no more. But when he first dropped, and the same thing, another person, Kanye West. I didn't like College Dropout. I didn't feel him during that. And we was in school during that time.
You
I
ain't
didn't
feel
him
College
that.
Dropout?
I wasn't really feeling that thing. But by the second, third,
He was Dipset.
by the
out.
second,
He a New York nigga though.
He was
By the
Dipset out.
Dipset, they fired, but
He
that
at
College
that
Dropout-
time,
that College
Dipset-
Dropout
but
was
by the
different.
time I went back and checked it,
That
in
College
the top,
Dropout was different.
Yeah.
it was you
It was
right.
definitely
No, I
different.
went back and said I was wrong, but I can admit I was
Dark
wrong.
Twisted Fantasy is the best album. Like that may be
your fire.
top 10 all-time
That's your
albums.
fire.
Period. Like no matter what. No matter
Well,
I
that's
don't
during
care
the
what
good music.
genre.
That
I
was
don't
the
it
good
is.
music era.
But no matter what genre, and you know I listen to everything. You know I listen to all genres of music. So that's in my top 10 all-time everything. Hold on. So we went way off topic.
Yeah.
So this is where we at. We gonna do top 5 right now. I don't care what you say.
I can't do 5.
No, you gonna do 5, nigga. You gonna do 5. All right.
Five.
No, you said 10. You said 10 at the beginning. We gonna do 10.
You can't
We gonna
do
do
5,
10.
bro.
No, we gonna do 10. We gonna
Okay,
do 10.
okay.
And here's I'm gonna make it easy. I got the last say, but I'm gonna give everybody a say, right?
Okay.
All right. So cause you know it's my shit. But I'm gonna give everybody a say, right? So what? It's 5 of us. So
How
we
about we
get.
do this? So you get everybody to say, let everyone drop a name
I'm
and say why you put them on the list.
I'm
Instead
gonna
of trying to do that.
I'm gonna give everybody 2 names.
Okay.
It's 5 of us right now, right? So because he's a co-host, I'm gonna go with you first.
Well, they're the guests, so let them go first.
All right, cool. 10.
I got 2 names.
2 names. And why you? Would you say why you put him on the list?
Well, you know what? Just let him do his list.
All right, go ahead. You got
Just
2.
let him.
You got only 2 that's in your top 10, and you know you go ahead with it.
Production, right?
Top 10 producer all
DJ.
time,
All time.
all time.
Quick.
Not Hit Boy.
Quick.
Okay.
Quick.
I really ain't got no argument against it. I can't come up
He
with
got
no.
one more, right?
He does. I can't come up with no argument against
And
it.
I'm gonna say Havoc. I gotta say Havoc. I mean, you
All right,
said
so
I got 2.
you got 2.
Out of 10, but that's 2 out of 10.
I'm gonna come back for you quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back for you quick.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let Quick go.
Quick, man.
Havoc for me, he might be in my top 20. He's not my top 50. He's not my top 10.
Okay.
Reason why he's not in my top 10 is because sometimes Havoc drops some shit that I'm just, it's
but-
all right. It's super.
But
it's
on
too
his
simple.
defense,
There's nobody on that list.
On his
that would do that.
defense,
Everybody on that list does the same thing.
On his defense, bro.
That against him.
When it's a banger, it's a fucking banger.
Okay.
Dr.
And
Dre.
So
everybody. So
we're gonna
this how you know that a producer's the shit.
I need-
because every rapper wants to rap to his beat.
So all right, this is what I'm gonna do. So you know what?
That's not
I
a
just
good. That's
no.
not just a
I got it.
Dr. Dre got a whole project.
No,
That's
hold
not
on.
good.
I got you.
A
This
whole
is what I'm gonna do.
project.
This is what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna do the 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once we get done with the 10, my 2 included, since it's my show, I'm going to put them in order.
Okay.
I know we said no particular order, but I'm gonna put them in order. So we got Quick
And have it.
and Havoc.
I can go with easy names, but I'm going off the grid a little bit. I'm gonna go with Large Professor, and then I'm gonna go with Beat Minus.
Yeah, I know that whole.
Hey.
I know. But wow, you
That's a whole
trying to
different.
take me back.
I can't. See, he gonna fuck me up with beat
That's a
miners.
good joke.
Hey, he got
See, now I have to play
Lars
the role of the young.
That's a good joint,
He
yo.
got Lawrence P in the joint. Like I can, like I have. There's absolutely
You're not gonna
nothing
do it.
I can say against. All right.
That's a good job. I ain't even think about that.
God
He a
damn.
producer though. He a producer.
Why you got? Why really?
Hey man.
That you gonna make my shit hard as shit. All right. All right.
Low, your turn.
Well, I grew up on Havoc, so I definitely got to put Havoc for one of mine.
But he can't use Havoc again, right?
Yeah.
No, you already used Havoc. I need.
I don't really know producers.
I got you.
Man. But
You gonna give up one?
yeah, I mean.
You gonna give up one and
I would
Migz
say
give me?
Havoc and Dre.
Okay.
For my 2.
So Havoc and Dre.
They the 2 that I more or less grew up listening
You
to.
know what? And I know why he's saying Havoc too, because the influence was real.
Yeah, the
Like the
influence
mob,
I-
beat influence
I-
was real on us coming up.
Listen
You know
to
what
their
I mean?
project because
Absolute.
it's absolute. You can definitely hear it.
Absolute.
Yeah,
So
our project, once again, is called Low Fam. The name of the group is Low Fam. The name of the project is called Pinnacle, and it's different. And the beats is banging. You like that heavy bass. He produced most of them. Matter of fact, we got a project with his son produced one of the tracks for us also.
I ain't know that.
Actually, 2 joints.
Two.
I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Name them.
Nigga, you son.
Two-
See that's how you know we getting old.
Yeah.
When your kids are
My
starting to
son-
produce shit.
Yeah,
so
my
go ahead.
son
Go ahead.
did 2 joints on a
What song did he do?
Celebration and a song called That's a Lie. My son did 2 joints, followed
So,
my footsteps, and blessed them, lovely.
So I'm gonna tell you that's a lie. It's fire. Celebration. I can't say that I remember it like off the top of my head because I listened to the project last week.
Yeah, Celebration, number 3 song in the story.
See, there you
It's
go.
It's a story, you know what I'm saying? The album is basically a story being told, man. You can hear it from the beginning to the end. It's like, you know, from the intro, it lets you know the comeback, and then the first song, Mill will introduce it, well, not introduce, but Mill let you know the understanding of what happened and how we come to this point, you know what I'm saying? And then the last song will let you know, how we feel about, you know, where we come from. So if you listen to the album, listen to it as a story, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the way we put it together. It's more or less a story, and every song is a part of the story. And Celebration is just the 3rd song of the story. So you will hear a banger, and then you understand why Celebration is right there, because it's a celebration for what we did with this album.
Also, let me say something. Low Fam, as a group, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that we always wanted to do that we didn't get a chance to do when we were kids, right? So it's just like it was a 3-week process. Jamil Low made the phone call and was like, "Listen, we might as well do this one last time." You know what I mean? All we wanted to do when we was kids was get on bucket list shit. It ain't like
I ain't get the call. No one said, "Hey, can you do a feature?" By the way, lyrically, I am the shit. I don't know if y'all know. I'm still lyrical as I have ever been. Actually, because I'm older, I'm probably more lyrical now. No one called me. No one said, "B, this is what we doing." No one said that. But it's okay.
That was an option at first to take everybody from that mixtape and put them on an album and make an album from everybody that participated on that mixtape the first time.
I still listen to that, by the way. It's still on my playlist.
Yeah, but this was just like a bucket list thing. It wasn't like we trying to get on. You know what I'm saying? It's just we just sparring with each other. You know what I'm saying?
As you should.
We love hip hop.
We
Like
love the music, and we said, but by the time it was completed, it was like this shouldn't just sit.
You can't just let it
You
sit.
understand? So it was like throw it up there, man. You got the means to put it out there, let the world hear it, and that was Rob Lowe's main thing, man. Let the world hear my name. Whether it's 2
that
or
makes
2
sense,
million, that's it. You know what I mean?
I want to give him a salute for that.
Yeah. Can we get a round of applause? Yeah, thank you.
Just because it takes a lot, and I want to give you guys props for this shit for what you said, like to go back on some shit you wanted to do as a kid,
right.
and it didn't work out. Like sometimes, especially as we get older, we got responsibility, we got shit to do. We put excuses in our mind of why we can't do something.
Right.
So for y'all to step out like that, that's dope as shit. So all props for that shit.
Word.
Salute.
thank you, appreciate it.
So
And like he said, we want to do this shit since we was kids. Fuck, we got this shit to this fucking point. We want something fucking too. Let's keep it real. We got this shit to this fucking point. When I was a kid, I used to go every fucking Tuesday and buy every single, every album.
Y'all don't even know. She used to come out on Tuesdays. That's how we
New York, if you from NY, the Wiz. I used to be there every fucking Tuesday.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, we gotta finish our top 10 because we wrapping up. Go ahead.
1996, 95 and 96. What albums did you bang the most?
Those are the 2 best years ever of hip hop.
Which albums did you bang the most?
Live After Death, Illmatic during that time. I'm NY, Lifestyle, The Poor and Dangerous, Big L.
Big L album.
Woo at that time, anything fucking Woo drop. When you talk about the RZA, anything during that Woo era, my B. Like that's the golden era.
So I was still at that time. I was still listening to Black Moon.
Okay.
I was still banging
Boot Camp.
I was still banging Smith and Wesson. But if you want to talk about the albums that I was listening to the most in '96,
please say this. Please say the Purple Tape.
I couldn't even get there. So you already mentioned it for me.
Okay.
So I was listening to Ray.
I couldn't just do Ray though, but
that is one.
Okay.
And actually, so it's somebody behind the scenes that knows, because this is when we was banging the same shit at the same time, and how we came together, like we like the same shit. So it was Black Moon, it was Jay-Z, it was Big, it was Snoop, because Snoop was crazy at that time. Because you talking about his album dropped in '93, but we was still banging it in '95.
His first shit with No Limit is crazy.
Yeah.
The game is to be
That
so
shit was
right.
that shit was crazy.
Banana.
He's about a fucking pound, bro.
You're right. I gave you your props on that.
Okay.
I gave you your props on that.
But I was still banging Jay-Z like from then, and I was still banging Big. But for me, knowing Hov from coming with Hawaiian Sophie and all that other shit, and knowing that he did the shit with Original Flavor, like for me, I followed his career that whole time, so I was still banging that because that came out in '95, right? So I was still banging Reasonable Doubt. So for me, not like all. See,
it was
different.
It dropped in '96 too. If I'm
it did,
right?
but it definitely did.
And I give you, and I believe the score, the Fugees might have dropped in '96 too. And that album, that impact of that fucking project.
But '96, we ran way off topic. He fucked us up. We way off topic. But yeah. Kurt, nigga,
so he gave you Dre and
Havoc. And what was yours?
Quick and Havoc.
Quick and Havoc.
I gave you
Beat Miners and Large P.
Professor, right?
I ain't gonna forget that. It's on you.
The RZA, which I can't believe you bringing out the Purple Tape.
Okay.
And damn, one other person.
You only got 2.
What, that's left out of the list?
No, you got 2 that you can name.
No,
so
that makes
you
it
got
harder
1
to try to
left.
name somebody else.
You got 1 left, nigga. Like.
Go ahead and name yours.
No.
I gotta think about it. I got like
this is my show. I get to do what I want to do. Right?
You right. Then you gonna have to give me a second. Damn.
You had,
but we named so many people.
300 seconds.
We named so many people.
But we did start going off on different tangents, you know.
Damn.
The RZA, Alchemist.
I don't want to say someone that's already been said.
No, say whoever you want. Like
real shit. I mean, if I'm gonna name somebody, I'm gonna have to name Dr. Dre. That's what I'm questioning. But you know what? Since we haven't mentioned it, I'm gonna just go I'm gonna go. All right, I'll do it. Fuck it. The Neptune with Pharrell, really, and
All
then
right,
I'll
Pharrell.
go with Pharrell and the RZA. Just impact.
Pharrell and the RZA.
You know what? No, because the Pharrell impact is a lot more R&B, and we said no R&B, so I take that one back.
Okay.
Shit. Well, let me see who you sent me the list, and I'll see if I don't want to name anybody from there.
Pull it up, because I don't got my phone.
Primo? How you ain't gonna say that?
That's
If I'm gonna name only two,
No,
you're saying
that
put
was
two on the
his
list?
two.
Yeah,
top two.
Your
It's just
two.
Hold up.
What's
It's my
your
two
two?
best
That
ever.
You got
was
a
his
I
two.
whole
can't say
hard
that.
to earn shirt on, bro.
Yeah, I came in, I brought him his prize. What you mean?
But
So
you know
we
what?
doing that? Are we,
But it still left some left. He might mention that.
Fuck it. All right, go ahead. I'll go with Prodigy.
you want wait, who'd you Preem?
You know who I'm gonna go with for real. It's not one person though, just to fuck with you. If you talk about catalog, because you can't name just one of them, and there's some great ones in there.
Uh-oh.
The Hitman.
Ooh,
I was
that's a
about
good
to
one.
say
The Hitman.
That's a
You
good
can't
one.
do that.
That's a good one.
If I
No,
want to
no,
name
no.
That's
these
six
guys,
people.
if I want to name the Mad Rap,
It's fucking 6 people.
That's a
It's
good
more
one.
than that. More
That's
than
a
that.
good one.
It's
But
probably
it's
more than that.
more.
That's a good one. The
But it's
Hitman is
a-
a
I'm gonna go with the Hitman.
So I know we coming on time, and I'm about to get my last shit. But so what did I send in the chat? What did I send?
Alright, you said Swiss, Kanye, the Neptunes, or Pharrell, Dre, Timbaland, and Swiss. And the reason I say Timbaland, even though it's one of my favorite producers,
cause
it's too much
R&B
R&B. We
shit.
just said that I don't want to go against my own argument.
But
Niggas forgot about Just Blaze.
But for what he's done, no, I
Nah,
didn't. I didn't.
Okay.
You just fucked my whole shit up. Like you fucked the surprise up. God damn, nigga can't get shit. God damn. So anyway,
In other news,
yeah. So Just Blaze, since he already put that out there. But Tim was my other one. And you know what? I wanted to put this in like 1 to 10, right? I'm not going to be able to do that. But what I will say is this. Because we wrapping up, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and then I'll give y'all last desserts or whatever. But this is one of those debates that's gonna be debated forever, right? Even though this show is not up for debate, I'm gonna say this. This is one of those things that I personally am gonna leave up for debate because it's whatever you think. And for me, my thought changes from week to week. So today I might think it's Timbaland, I might think it's Hitmaker,
Yeah.
I might think it's Beat Miners. Like depending on what I'm listening to at that time and what the new project is or what the old project is, sonically I may say this is better. And it's not really, sometimes it does depend on what the artist that they have and the lyrics that they put behind it. But somebody like Preem, with Primo, it really doesn't matter who's rapping to his beats. Because for me, what he puts out there sonically is just like the caliber of what he puts out sonically is just, from my era, is just crazy, right? So I want to put them in top 10, 10 to 1, or 1 to 10, however you want to put it, but I can't. All of these people, and some not mentioned, deserve
A lot not mentioned.
deserve, to be in that top 10 category.
go to 20.
But no. but seriously though, anybody who worked on 3 albums for me, anybody, any producer that worked on these 3 albums deserve to be in the top 10, right? And I don't care what your name is. I'm not going to mention anybody specifically, but these 3 albums, you deserve to be in the top 10. That's Illmatic, that's Ready to Die, and that's Reasonable Doubt. I don't care.
My name then. All my people was in there.
Of course, he gonna get his shine. But if you worked on those 3 albums, then you deserve to be in this top 10 because those are 3 of the top 10 hip hop albums ever produced in history. So you can say what you want, Tank. I know you guys. It look like you got some stuff to say, but
Doggy
I'm gonna let
style,
you.
forgot
You
about
think
that.
No, I didn't. No. I'm just saying. For me,
Oh, for you.
you could say whatever you
Okay,
want, but
okay.
for me, if you worked on these 3 albums as a producer, you were top in my book.
You think Ready to Die is better than Life After Death? Because you said Ready to Die. That's
No.
what I'm asking. Because
I
to
don't
me,
think
Life
so.
After Death is the greatest album of all time.
Life
we got a whole show to debate.
but because we could do a whole show about that, but because it's a double album,
That's what makes it to me.
and because Big was able, and I'm gonna mention this before we wrap, because he was able to take other niggas' style and do it better than them, that makes him so far beyond a god rapper to me. Like you're able to do somebody else shit and make them look bad doing it.
Life After Death was not a better album than
But that,
Are You Still Down?
Tupac.
Oh man, I don't have that argument no more. I used to have that joint in high school.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
Tupac,
I can't.
He's more impact.
About albums.
No,
No.
Impact.
So look.
Albums.
This is not up for debate with BlastoffBe. This is season 2, episode 1. This is Migz. This is Lil Fam. This is your man BlastoffBe. I love y'all all. Thank you for being here. Round of applause to everybody, not just the people in front of the camera, but the people behind the camera. We love y'all all. See you next time. Look out for the next episode. We are.
Go grab that album, Pinnacle, from Low Fan. Stream it on all platforms. Thank you. You're far too kind.
BlastoffBe.